So I'll now show you the third type of question that we tend to use quite a lot on Open Labyrinth. So here I am on the questions page for my case, and I got to this page by clicking on questions on the left-hand navigation toolbar. So this time around I'm going to make a drag and drop question and show you what that looks like. So I just need to make sure it's highlighted here for the question type. I'm not sure what a situational judgment testing type question is, so that's something else to explore if you wanted to. And in the STEM, I'm actually going to write the question that I want the students to answer. So put these treatment options in order of importance. For example, show submit button. I tend to click show. This doesn't matter whether or not you have this present on the page. If the student moves past this node, it should still save their answer. However, students seem to like to click a button to kind of finalise when they finished answering a question, so it's quite nice to have in. Feedback, again, this is the same as for the other questions. So this is feedback that will be displayed to the student at the very end of the Open Labyrinth case. I would really recommend using the feedback option for drag and drop questions. Now, this is because for drag and drop questions, you can't specify what the actual correct order is. So these type of questions, they're quite good if you just want students to discuss as a group ideas, or it's kind of a question where there isn't a specific right answer. However, if there is a specific right answer, it's really important that you include this here in this feedback, because this doesn't appear anywhere else. And if you leave this blank on the final page that the students get to see their answer, it will just list all of the drag and drop answer options, but it won't actually tell them what the correct order was, if that makes sense. So it's really important to write here what the feedback is. Private and used I tend to ignore. I'm not really sure what they do, and then I need to add my responses. So for example, I might write antibiotics, non-steroidals, fluid therapy, so here are some examples, and as you can see, it doesn't really matter where I put them. I can't set a correct order, if that makes sense. It just stays like this. So it would be really important here in the feedback that I say, like, 1, you should have chosen fluid therapy as the first treatment, for example. Okay, then I need to click Save Changes at the bottom, and here my question appears. I'm going to copy the embeddable code and paste it on a node just so that I can show you what it looks like. It's going to go on my progression of case node, so I need to scroll up to the top and paste that in here. And then when I play the case and show you what it looks like, so it's come up like this. Put these treatment options in order of importance, and what the student can do is pick them up and drag them around and click submit when they're happy with the order. However, as I said previously, it doesn't give any direct feedback to the students of the order they've put it in. So if I now go through the case and actually finish the case, I'll show you what it looks like. So it's now come to the feedback, and as you can see, it just says response. So this is the order I put them in just now as a student, but under correct, it doesn't say what's correct, it doesn't say what the right answer is. So that's why it's really important in the feedback here, for you to actually say to the students what they should or shouldn't have done, or just say there is no correct answer, etc. This is, vets will choose different things. There's no right or wrong answer. It's all case dependent or whatever. So that is the drag and drop question.